Hello everybody, welcome back to High Five Resale Shop. I hope everybody had a nice 4th of July weekend and catch up on the news for High Five Resale Shop. Last week got a VERO, so if you don't know if it's verified rights owner, not that this doesn't happen at all a lot. I mean, I think the time prior to this that I got a VERO, it was for using Velcro in the title, and that was a long time ago. And then the time before that was using onesie in a listing title, and that was way back, probably 8 or 9 years ago. That both of those happened. So those are common ones that most people know about. You can't use Velcro. You have to use hook and latch. In your hook and loop in your title or your description if you want it. I wouldn't try and hide it anywhere. It's not even worth it. Everybody knows, most people know on eBay that you can't use that, so if they're looking for it, they're looking for the other wording for it, which is hook and loop. So don't use Velcro in your listing. Another one that people get is onesie. So Gerber owns the rights to the word onesie, and they'll take down any listing that isn't a Gerber onesie. So just know that putting up baby clothes, if you're doing lots of baby clothes, then and you have onesies in there, you have to do the word one piece instead of onesie. So that's that. And then recently found out you can't sell brand new with tags Levi's overseas as brand new. You could sell it as used and have tags on it and sell it overseas, but you can't sell it as brand new, in the title and description and everything like that. So you will get a VERO for that. Levi's does not allow sales of Levi's overseas. You can sell new with tags here in the United States, but you can't sell it overseas. So that was one I learned about recently. So the one I got the other week was this pair of shorts that I've had for probably 8 years. I remember these from back in the day when I was listing. This listing is probably, it may have been redone at some point, but this listing is probably 8 or 9 years old. So this listing for these Lipsy jeans, this quality of this is like Forever 21 quality. This listing is from back when anything new with tags you sold on eBay at a discount, and it would sell. Obviously these didn't sell, but we had a different philosophy in buying clothes way back when anything would sell. So we were just looking for new with tags. We were looking for name brands and sports stuff. So this just happened to have a tag on it. Yes, it is Forever 21 quality, but being that it's Forever 21, probably paid less than $20 for this item in the store, and so we would list it for $10 or whatever and make $10 and be happy with it. So Lipsy is a designer brand in London. Hold on a second. Here come the kids. They want popsicles. So I was saying Lipsy is a designer brand out of London, and so that's why they were cracking down on that. So I don't know if they existed back when this came out. This is just garbage. So I'm going to put it in the garage sale pile. Not even going to put it back up. Don't want to even test the waters on that one. And I'll just use it as information to go and find Lipsy from London, because it sells pretty good, has pretty good prices on the stuff, and I won't list that ever again. Trying to think of anything else that happened over, because we scooped last week. We didn't do a video last week. There was just not really there was not really interesting stuff that sold. Most of it was CDs, and sometimes I just feel like I have too many CD sales, but sometimes they're good, sometimes they're bad. There wasn't enough interesting stuff to warrant a video, so I didn't want to bother everybody with a mediocre video. The VERO thing happened somewhere around the middle of the week, so then I just kept that until the next video, which is this one. We have 13 sales till today, from over the weekend, from Friday afternoon until this morning, and then we had another 5 sales today. When I was looking for things, there was a book that I couldn't find, so I'm probably going to have to refund that person. Well, I'm definitely going to have to refund that person money, and apologize to them for not being able to find that book. The photo of it was very, very old. It was done on a very distinct piece of furniture that I have, and I haven't taken pictures on that piece of furniture probably in 4 or 5 years. So very old picture of a book, and the fact that I can't find it with a 2-word title is really odd, but we move on. We can't look for things forever in the storage area, and then we move on, and it'll pop up someday. Maybe it may have went into the garage sale pile. I'm not sure. Really, really old photo though. So let's go through the things that sold on eBay, and then another thing just sold, so I have to go and get that. So the first thing on the list that sold just an hour or so ago is this New York Yankees fitted cap with inaugural season of the new Yankee Stadium in 2009. It's got authentic sticker inside. It is a 7 3/8 New Era hat fitted cap, and it sold for $24 plus shipping on top, so that's a pretty decent sale there. Right before that sold this Walt Disney tin sold. I didn't know this was up. I thought we had taken this down, but apparently it's still up. It's from a consignment sale with the Boyd's Bear stuff. So this sold for $8 plus shipping on top. This hat, I paid $1 for it at a garage sale, so not a lot of money into that. Invested into that. The next item is this little tin sign. I still have 3 available. Turn it right side up. Okay. The Second Amendment, keeping America safe since 1791. This sign I got. Where did I get this at? I got it at a retail store. I don't know where I got it from though. It was on clearance. It was like $1 or something like that. So this sign, like I said, I have 3 more available. If you're looking for something like this, it's like a little tin metal sign. $17.60 plus shipping on top. The next item is a CD. This Dave Matthews Band, Live at the Gorge CD. It's 2 CDs and a DVD. This sold for $5 plus shipping on top. The next item is the book that I couldn't find. It's called Church of Flame, and it was written by Jerry Falwell and Elmer Towns. This is from 1971. It's a paperback, and my paperbacks I put in different places, so I might go back out and look for it. It sold for $6 plus shipping on top. If I can't find it, what I do when that happens, and it doesn't happen very that often, but it sometimes does, is I just refund the whole amount to the customer as fast as I can. I contact them before I do that so they know that something's happening, And if they don't check their eBay messages that often, then they may, after they see the refund, they'll go and check and see why there's a message after it. But that's the way I've always done it. I don't mark it for out of stock. I mark it for the eBay customer having wanted a refund. And but I message them first and let them know, and then I do the refund, and I just apologize in my email, and usually that works out pretty well. I have a child asking me a question. Hold on. All right, and the next thing that's sold is another CD. It's new, sealed. Rush 2112 remastered, $6.50 plus shipping on top. Twilight Zone is on here. So that. The next item that's sold is a dress. A small exhilaration dress. I don't put this brand up anymore. It's not something that sells. So, small dress. I don't know. It's not like really an A-line dress or anything like that. Red, gray plaid with a cap sleeve. That's sold with $9 plus shipping on top. The next item is another CD. This is actually my CD, one of my CDs that I bought when I was growing up. Slam Jams Volume 1, ESPN. Back when those rock jams and stuff came out, this came out right after it. It's got a bunch of 80s new wave hits on it. It's got Stray Cats, Rock This Town. It's got Ballroom Blitz by Sweet. The B-52s, Private Idaho. Joan Jett and the Blackhearts, Cherry Bomb. Ramones, I Want to Be Sedated. And Iggy Pop, Lust for Life. So, pretty good CD. It's got this hot pink inside that I always thought was cool. That's that. That sold for $4 plus shipping on top. All the things that I put up from my childhood that I hold dear, they don't go for very much on eBay. I don't know, probably because they're so common. The next item that sold was this new Land of the Free CD. I don't know anything about this CD. It says Country Rock on it. $7.25 plus shipping on top. Going back to the things that that I loved as a child, that I can't get to sell on eBay. All my baseball cards. I have tried to sell my baseball cards, and they go for so little. They are worth very little because they're all from the junk wax era. But it's so hard to part with them because you spent so much time just curating them, trying to get all that stuff together when I was a kid. So when I was a teenager and young adult and all that stuff, I put so much time and effort into it to find out that your Peyton Manning rookies are really worth nothing. It really hurts your heart, you know. And so that's why I'm not able to sell them sometimes on eBay. The prices of them are just so tiny. I think I'll have to get rid of the whole thing in one foul swoop. So the next item that's sold is a shirt. It's an extra large J. Jill shirt. It's blue with floral. It's got long sleeves. This sold for $14 plus shipping on top. So that was a nice sale right there. J. Jill, I always like picking up that. This came out of the consignment closet sale. The next item that's sold is this brand new mug in this box from Shoebox Greetings. This sold for $12 plus shipping on top. So this can be given as a gift. Because it's brand new. I'm sorry about that. Brand new in the box. $12 plus shipping on top. Excuse me. Next item is a heavy metal CD. Carniflex, which I had a hard time finding this morning. But it's this. It's sold for $6.50 plus shipping on top. It's even got its little dust sleeve with it. So it was a decent sale. $6.50 plus shipping on top for the heavy metal CD. The next item is a Boyd's Bears. Sandy Claus Have a Simple Christmas. And that's what Sandy Claus looks like there. $5 plus shipping on top for that. The next item that's sold is an audiobook. This sold for $4 plus shipping. Dead Watch by John Sanford. That sold for $4 plus shipping on top. The next item is a hat from the closet consignment sale. It's a Betmar New York hat, like a summer hat, sun hat. This sold for $19 plus shipping on top. Let's see. Let me find this last item. Okay, the next item was this James Pierce black polo 2XL. I think this company has their own sizing thing, but somebody blacked out this size thing on it, so I don't really know. So I just used male measurements from the previous shirts that I had, and this was about a 2XL. So and I put measurements in all my listings. One of the things I've changed, I've put some listings up in the last few days, and I've changed for like a week or so now. Every listing now I have a little spiel at the bottom, a little blurb about all my clothing has been washed per eBay clothing policy. So I put that in every listing now. That's clothing. Just because I heard that some people got their stuff taken down because it didn't have that, and I'll have to go maybe back through and put it in some other listings, but we'll see about that. The next item that's sold, okay, so I don't know if I said it, that black polo, $14 plus shipping on top. This CD, Simple Minds, New Gold Dream, 81, 82, 83, 84. This sold for $5 plus shipping on top. And next item, the thing from Friday that sold, was this Boyd's Bears Honker T Flat Hood Circus Clown. And let's see if we can get you a picture there. That's Honker T Flatfoot. Okay, he sold for $7.50 plus shipping on top. I said that something sold right as we started this video, so let's go back and see what that is. So, I don't have any batteries in this right now, but it's just a Staples easy button. And it says that was easy. And it's just a novelty item. Tested and working. This sold for $10 plus shipping on top. If you're going to buy these, just make sure that all the white is there on the easy part. Just make them, these sell just like the Billy Bass stuff sells, but you just gotta test it and make sure it works. So this sold for $10 plus shipping on top. Crazy, huh? People are still buying those. Okay, so that's everything that's sold. I'm gonna refresh. So there were 18 things that sold over the course of the weekend. How is business going for eBay and for High Five Resale Shop? So we had a terrible month last month, and I was not sure exactly what the reason for that was. It may have been my summer slowdown or whatever, but we're doing a lot better this month. Our bar graph, which the sales bar graph, which is not always really correct, but it if you take into account what it's wrong with, you can understand it. But it says we're about 52% up from last month, so that makes you feel really good. Last month was not good though, so maybe we're just at normal is basically what I think. I started doing sheets, looking back into the past and seeing how I did in the past. I think this is the sheet here, and showing from this is from when I started, when I quit my job and I started doing eBay again. This is one of the metrics. This is the net sales that I put up here. So you can see it climbs and then it goes down. When is August was the slow month, and then it geared back up. So what is this? May, June, and July it went down here, and then till August it started to go back up. So it's June and July, August, and then Christmas in the fourth quarter, and then let's see, what is this? December is the high point. December is the high point, and then January and February come down. So I feel if I'm see this climb here, this is just, it kind of climbed over here and it's just like continuing to grow. So I'm thinking that the next month, May, was bad here. So I think the next month, July, will be up here somewhere. So May was bad, June was better. So then I also took a look at gross and net sales and average sale price. When I started, my average sale price was about $14.84, and the last 3 months that I have this year, $18.26, $19.29, $22.21. So growing in the average sale price of my items. And then number of items sold, January 2023, 59 items sold, till the last 3 months, 149, 126, 138. So doubled that. My repeat buyers is not improving. I'm going to try and figure out ways to make that happen. And then my number one categories have kind of changed over the course of time. Back when I started, it was women's tops and books. For 3 months, it was women's tops and books. And then it was women's tops and sweaters. And then back to women's tops and books for another couple of months, 3 months. And then it flip-flopped, books and women's tops, and then it went back to women's tops and books. And then we had a really big bag sale. We sold 2 really expensive bags in September, and women's handbags went to number 2. So books was 1, handbags, and then CDs. And then CDs and women's tops, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9 months in a row. So with CDs being 1 and women's tops being 2, from October till June, those are the top 2 categories, and that's makes total sense. That's when I got the CDs and started listing them big time and started making money from that. So putting numbers on a spreadsheet shows me all the things that I actually really want to confirm in my head. It's what I see going on, but I want to confirm it with the numbers. And we'll just continue to put the best stuff up we can, and hopefully we can get the ASP up a little bit more, get the sales gross and net up, and the number of items we sell, hopefully we get that up too. I watched Pops and Gran, or whatever their name is, and they did a thing where they put $300 of stuff up a day. I think it was $300 of stuff up a day. It might have been $500 worth of stuff a day. And they came to the numbers that they ended up selling about $240 worth of stuff every day. There's going to be days where they sold a lot more and a lot less, but the average was $246 a day. And their goal was to sell $300 a day by listing $300 worth of items a day. That's not to say if you had one item that you were putting up and it was worth $300 that they would stop putting things up that day. But they utilized their draft bank to make sure that every day $300 worth of stuff goes up. And it pretty much came out to exactly what they put in, they got out. 246 is pretty darn close to 300. So, and so the number was, I think, $162,000. And if you think that whatever you sell gross, you basically make about half. Unfortunately, that's the way it is, with all the fees and everything. So you make about 162. You make $80,000 a year net, free and clear. That's interesting. That's interesting. So I wish I had two people working on this, but it's just me. So, but that is what it is, and hopefully that I'll get there someday. I don't know. I think I can go here to performance and sales and see last year's numbers. I can't remember off the top of my head. Last year. So I made last year, January 1st, 2023 to December 31st, 2023. Gross, I made $29,453 in a store that was growing. It was not even. It was like on the downslope, bringing it up onto the upslope. 29,453, and netted 14 out of that, 14 and a half out of that. So it's about half. That was trying to be a full-time seller, and it was 716% better than the previous year. So you can just tell what we were doing before that. We were basically just paying for our eBay store most of the time. We weren't making any money off of it. I wasn't doing any listing though, so it was really hard to get in to the office and list, because I was so tired from doing all my day-to-day stuff with my job. So yeah, that is what it is. Let's see, this year I'm going to generate that report. Okay, January 1st, 2024 to July 8th. So right now, have a little over $19,000 in sales over the course of this half of a year, and close, just $100 short, $102 short of $10,000 net. So that's not necessarily where I really want to be, but we're up 74% of the previous year. We're going to make more this year than we did last year, so if everything stays the same. So we will see. So there you have it. Don't necessarily want to talk about numbers, but it's ultimately why we do this. We're not going to become millionaires, but we try. And that's all I got here. Thanks for tuning in to High Five Resale Shop. If you have any comments, leave them down below. Subscribe. Tell other people to subscribe. I want to grow this channel. So give us a thumbs up. Just hit the subscribe button, and we will see you next time. Bye.